I was 18 when my dad first took me to the pub, but I've never ever seen him quite so mad. A pint of your usual, sir, the barman said, but he was asking me, not Dad. Now if surfeiting the appetites for sick and so die, I'll not long have a boozer for a son. They say there's 27 pubs from here to Wadsall Top, and tonight you'll have a pint in every one. We kicked off at the majestic, little Alex kicked us out when Dad said he was scared what he might catch. We didn't mean to set on fire the White Swan and the Devonshire, but Dad was always careless with his match. As the odd fellas knew we'd caused a riot in the Queen's, but I was right, but Dad said, then we should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. So we'll go back down and do the match again. We thought we'd make a start with a quiet game of darts before we'd gone a bit too far. But we were slinging arrows in the Albany snug, and the board was in the public bar. There was arrows in the ceiling, there was arrows in the wall, there was arrows in the barmaid's thigh, till a very ugly landlord with a really nasty club suggested we go forth and multiply. Broken glasses they were counting as we slipped out of the fountain, and the tobacco was still in hot pursuit. In the fighting, Father Allwood killed the landlord of the Talbot when the silly buggers criticised his suit, and we were walking on our knees by the time we reached the Fleece. But I was right, and Dad said, then, like it lad or lumpet, we have missed the horse and trumpet. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. Like it lad or lumpet, we have missed the horse and trumpet. So we'll go back down and do the manch again. Just then we chanced to meet a young lady off the street, and Lord had she some lovely wares to sell. Unfortunately Dad was somewhat sick upon a dog, cause after 14 pints he wasn't feeling well. As he searched for his teeth he found the dog underneath, jumped back and knocked the poor woman flat. I've had pork pies, pints, pickled eggs and peas tonight, but I can't remember eating that. Well, the station and the junction, then they showed us no compunction as they threw us on the street upon our ear. We'd all sorts of hell on in the New Inn and the Nelson, and we had the Wigan landlord close to tears. As newts we were pissed as when we staggered into Listers, but I was right, well Dad said then. Trouble now of course is we forgot twagging and horses. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. Like it lad along, but we have missed the horse and trumpet. Trouble now, of course, is we forgot wagging and horses. So we'll go back down and do the manch again. Then Dad pinched a bulldozer so that we could ride in style, but he flattened 3 police cars straight away. His driving wasn't polished, and in no time he demolished Hong Kong Harry's corner Chinese takeaway. As a Chinese with his chopper chases up the Channel Street, his name to me necktie wasn't nice. When me breath began to steady, I said, they were mad enough already. Did you have to order curry, cat and rice? We had Whitbread, we had Webster's, we had Hammonds, we had Hayes, we had John Smith's and Sam Smith's too. We were right bloody gruddens on some more PJ by Duttons and Bass, both red and blue. We had Iron Coop and all sops and some Ramsons, all slops. But I was right, but Dad said, damn, we've missed out all of Bentleys, we've not had the drop at Tetley's. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. Like it lad along, but we have missed the horse and trumpet. Trouble now, of course, is we forgot the wagon and horses. We've missed out all of Bentleys, we've not had a drop at Tetley's. So we'll go back down and do the bunch again. The police with a van cleared the Yorkshire divan. The landlord and his wife and kids as well. The Foresters was quiet, there was no sign of a riot, cause the customers were all inside the cells. There were specials running up the street and firemen running down. Tank troops and tanks were standing by at Odsal Top. Some nuns have come to pray for peace and stayed to sober up the priest who got so drunk he tried to kiss a cop. There was still a hue and cry in both the Woodman and Red Lion, and the craven heifer tried to bar the door. We thought we might get drunk if we'd another in the trunk cliff, so we thought we'd better have one to be sure. As we fell through the doors on all fours at Mary Shaw's. I was right, and Dad said then, you can have a little rest. Now you're halfway through the test. Then we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the delight and the griffin light. You'd had a lump, but we have missed the horse and trumpet. Trouble now, of course, as we forgot wagon and horses. We missed out all the pennies, we've not had a drop of tennis. You can have a little rest. Now you're halfway through the test. Then we'll go back down and do the Manch